Hey guys, we are live. Hey, CM. Malia was traumatized. Hey, TMG. What's going on? So I'm waiting for y'all to come up on in here so we can get this party started. Malia's at it again. She's at it again. She needs to go home. It doesn't sound convincible. She's not convincing me. They're all at it again. So I'm waiting for y'all to come up in here. I'm going to start talking anyways. I really think that if Malia, well, I don't think Malia will say it first, but I think if one of the girls were to say that they wanted to leave, Malia would be all on board with them leaving. I don't think Malia wants to be there at this point. Nature Boy's in jail. Nobody knows when he's getting out. This is the second time going to court. They're holding him. I honestly believe that Malia wants to go home. She just doesn't know how to tell the other girls because, see, Nature Boy's not there now, and 𝗪𝗪𝗪 might slap upside the head. But she's not convincing me. Nothing that Malia says to me is sincere. You notice she did 2 downloads. I premiered it on both channels. And she's not talking to knowledge because we all know, True knows, 𝗪𝗪𝗪 knows, whoever's putting her up to doing these downloads, they told her to do these downloads yesterday and just talk from her heart because she wasn't speaking no knowledge, but what she was speaking was a bunch of jibber jab. I don't really think that Malia is happy. She wasn't happy when Nature Boy was out because he was abusing her. I don't think that Malia is happy now. But I'm going to play what she said for those of you that have missed it. And this is just crazy. But this is a live commentary, and we're gonna talk about it. So I'm going to play the video now, and I will be talking with you about this mess, with Malia. I think she really needs to go home to her son. It's really unfortunate that she's not getting it, but it's her life. But let's hear what she has to say. Make sure you like this video. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you do so, making sure that what I believe. I believe that all these girls want to go home. The fun is over. And Nature Boy's in jail, and I think that they're wanting to see who's going to say they want to go first, and then they'll all follow suit. But no one has yet, had the balls to say I want to go home. I know that they got to be into their feelings about their children, their family, and just getting back to themselves. Now that they're able to do it because Nature Boy has been separated from them. They all are. If and when it happens, I don't know. It would be a great thing. We're going to have to let time tell all because we don't know what the future holds. It could be another surprise like all the men that left. And True's the only one there with the girls. We don't know how this is going to play out. But I'm going to let you listen to the video, and I'm going to be back with the rest of my commentary. You being God, helping yourself out in this situation, but the real God.
Stop it at all costs, but they can't stop it because it's all mental. And just know we're going to come back through another entity to speak the message, to speak the word. You can't shut us up. You can't lock us up. The energy is going to jump from another person to another person so the message can be received. You can't block us out. You can't shut us out.
The Black Wonder Woman. I can't.
You can't stop it because it's inevitable. It's going to happen, and it will happen. The rise of a black planet, the rise of a black people. See, we were never locked up. We was always freed because our mind was never in the system. It was never attached to the belief systems and the ways that the system is thinking and being. We were never attached to it. We were never one with it. So that's how we're able to be free. That's how we're able to find ourselves and have our mind back. That's why we're able to be on these cameras and teach you and educate you, because we're not sleeping. We're not in the...
Yeah, she looks a little weird. She looks a little weird, and I'm looking underneath her eyes. They look a little puffy. She's probably under a lot of stress because she got a big decision to make. Should she leave? I know she's definitely got her son on her mind. Natureboy's not there, so she can think clearly now. And she's probably also thinking about, it's almost like waking up from drinking and you got drunk and you're like, oh my God, what did I do last night? It's like he's gone now. So she only got herself to sit with. So she's like, oh my God, what did I do with this guy? He's gone and now I can't hide no more. You know what I'm saying? And I let him do all these things to me, and now I got to go home and face the music to my friends and my family. That's a tough assignment there.
The system. Our hearts are not calloused. Our minds are not turned off to the truth.
True is,
Three God has...
he's still on Big O.
Went on into his spiritual enlightenment and awoken himself from his genetics, from his genes. He didn't go to a book. He didn't go to a library. He didn't go to the internet. He just knew that something was wrong, and he knew he had to do something about it, and he knew he had to teach about it and speak about it and bring the message.
Reality, yep.
He knew he had to heal himself first before he healed anybody else.
Natureboy healed himself.
He took himself and he went to the jungles of Costa Rica, of Belize, of Panama, of Mexico, of all these different places and away from the system and into the tropics of Cancer and the tropics of Capricorn. He knew that we need healing. We knew that our people was hurting because he did so much in his life, and he realized that it was empty. He was empty. He realized that this world, you're chasing false illusions. You're chasing a bag that's going to inevitably end up, you're going to be hurt and you're going to be unfulfilled in your doings of trying to be in that system and trying to do
all of them above.
And be and live, try to live someone else's dream and be in someone else's world and live by someone else's society and somebody else's rules and regulations. We stop it at all costs.
Yeah,
we don't want to be a part of you. We don't want to be like you. We don't want our minds to be like you. We don't want to think like you. We don't want to be like you. We want to bring a new mind to our people. We want to bring a new way of thinking to our people. We want to bring the natural way of thinking, the natural way of doing things. Get back in tune with nature. Get back in tune and doing the right thing. So you think you are doing something to someone else, but it's just a test of your heart and your will to see if you're going to do the right thing and see if you're going to tell the truth and be honest with yourself. This is the time to be honest with yourself and speak up about the matters that are...
Does anybody know what Malia is saying? You notice how they didn't get up there and have her speak the knowledge? They're like, Malia, don't speak the knowledge. You don't have to do quantum physics or nothing like that. Just get up there and talk. Just get up there and just say something. She's just up there like just saying whatever just comes out of her mouth. If you say to her, what are you saying, Malia? I don't know. She don't know. She doesn't know what she's saying. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel sincere. I hear strangers that are going through things in a relationship, and they might share it on YouTube, and you can feel their pain or how they miss that other, their significant other. It's not real. It's just like, Malia, go home. It's a wrap, Jack.
Are happening right now. Because you have a black God, innocent black God in behind bars right now.
Exactly, divine royalty.
For wrongfully accusing him of doing something he never did.
Rambling, yep.
Why do he need to do those things when he can have anything he wants? If he said, he will it into existence, and he must have it, and he will have it. But he don't.
And Natureboy don't get enough because he can't put Natiri's name in her his mouth because she's a victim and he's the perpetrator, allegedly, right? So he gets them to subliminally get on downloads, and even when Zoka and Aya and Ephru are talking about the knowledge, they subliminally are also talking about Natiri and trying to clear Nature Boy's name. See, Malia is not talking about the knowledge because she don't know nothing about the knowledge. She's dumbfounded. So they just said, just get up there and talk, Malia. Just say anything. Malia's subliminally talking about Natiri, but she's not going to say her name. Listen to what Malia's saying. She's talking about Natiri. She's basically trying to say, you know, he didn't do that to you. He doesn't have to do that to you. He can get anything he wants. But she's talking about Natiri. Y'all better leave Natiri alone. True and Malia and all the rest gonna mess around and be Nature Boy's co-defendant.
You need to do anything or lie to anyone or try to appease anyone or try to falsely do anything to anyone, because he don't need to. He is a God, and he get whatever he needs. He get whatever he wants.
What is this?
See, you think that you are away and you went and did your own thing, when it's just a test of your heart. It's a test of you and what you've done. You have to answer to yourself. You have to answer to what you've done. There's no way out of facing you and facing yourself and facing the things that you've done. There's no way out of it. There's no way around it. There's no way through it, but to deal with it and to sit with it and to truly feel your heart and see what you've done wrong and to tell you did. Because 3 God knows he's innocent. He knows he haven't done anything wrong. So he is happy. He is in joy, in high spirit.
He ain't happy. Nobody that's in jail's happy. And he ain't in no high spirits either. He's a madman. Because he's thinking about all that crash dummy stuff that he did to get himself in trouble. Because he put himself in there. And see, even if Natiri is lying, I wasn't there. He put himself in there. And it makes it more believable and Natiri more credible that it could have happened because of his behavior the last few weeks on social media. We all seen what he did in that tub the day the SWAT came in that few hours later, showing his private parts, making them pull up their shirts. He was looking like a pervert. And he was trying to pull it off on social media. And they made a decision. They must have went into court later before the courts closed, because you got to get a warrant from the courts before you go into somebody's house. You can't just go into their stuff and take them out of there. They got a warrant that day, I bet you, and they went and got them. That's enough evidence right there for probable cause. Did he violate that girl when she was over there? Was she too scared to pick up that cell phone she had on her at all times to call the police? Why didn't she use that cell phone? Was she feeling like if she called, if he found out within a second of her calling that her life would be at risk? Then looking at all that, that is why Nature Boy's in jail.
Knowing that he's innocent, knowing that he do anything wrong, and he know he will get out. He know he will be free because his mind is free. His soul is free. His soul isn't in bondage. No one has a bondage on him. No one has a chain on him. No one has them wrapped up in their world. No one has control over him.
The CEOs do. He's on.
No one has control over what he's doing and when he's gonna be free and get out. No one has control over that. Time, the Father, the Son, nature, God is in control. Time is
Exactly,
in control.
Divine. Exactly.
And he's the messenger of God.
He wanted
He is
fame,
the
now he
messenger
got it.
of our higher self.
Hello.
He's sending out a message, a broadcast that no one can send to you but three. And through his angels, we send a message to you.
Malia, we don't believe you.
The time will come because he's an innocent man. He has done nothing wrong. The only thing he's done is spoke and taught that he is God. He is the messenger of God. He comes to bring a message to his people.
Oh God.
He's come to bring the Christ consciousness.
Ain't nothing conscious
The
about him.
Christos. Teaching that we are God, that we are one, that we are all reflections of each other, that we are all broken up into many, many pieces to experience ourselves subjectively. And we are in a mental realm walking around through our tests and our trials and our tribulations in this game of life.
Oh, really? Really?
He has never done anything wrong. He has never done anything wrong to anyone.
Exactly.
Everyone that has come into his life has brought into his life, have brought their traumas, their demons, and their debilitations into his life, asking, can you help me, my God? Offering themselves, offering nothing but themselves, and ask for healing and guidance, asking to walk the righteous path, asking to do the right thing,
Ooh, child.
wanting to be freed.
I thought he is free.
Want to be in tune with nature and do the right thing. I've come willingly. I'm come open, asking, can you heal me? Through my faith, I'll be healed. Through my faith in three, I will be healed.
She needs to go home because a normal person don't talk like that. Malia, go home. You sound crazy. You're just you're just a famous person for saying a whole lot of something that means a whole lot of nothing. You got to stop it because you're dealing with people that are not stupid, that listen to these downloads. And we know that you're just saying whatever comes off the top of your head. It's like you're just rambling on. Like people say, you're a commentator, but you talk a lot through the video. But at least I make sense. You're getting what I'm saying, though, at least. Even if you don't agree with me, even if you can't stand me, I'm rambling, but I'm making it make sense. She's not making it make sense. And it's really sad. As y'all come in here, make sure y'all hit the like button. And also, please chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button as well. Thank you.
Seeing his magic, seeing him work, seeing his essence, seeing him for who he truly is.
Like a weirdo, exactly.
Seeing his light,
like
seeing how pure he is, how loving he is, how open he is to healing his people.
Yeah, really?
And he's in there for the sins of his people.
How is he healing people and the CDC had to come in to the hospital when he sent you back to your hometown because you were sick? Because you had STDs in your body that created all kind of funguses and all kind of stuff in your body. It made you have kidney failure, liver failure. Your organs were shifted, and the CDC had to come in because there was a STD that you had that they never even heard of. It's not even documented. So Malia, I think her name, real government name is Kendra. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Kendra. Is it? I think that's not right. Tanisha, Kendra, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, Malia. Let's just call Malia what he named her. The CDC had to come in because she had STDs in her body for over 2 years that was not treated. And when they did probably blood work and a pap smear, all that stuff that they do to find out if a woman has any STDs, you can either get blood work or pap smear, either or, right? The CDC had to come in to record the STD that she had and put it on file with her name and information because she created an STD that was never in history documented. It was an unheard of new STD that Malia had in her body. And these are the facts. And this ain't, I ain't got to say no allegedly, because her sister was on the interview and said it. And why would her sister or stepsister or god sister, I think it's her god sister, why would she lie on her? She's the one that picked Malia up from the from the airport. She said when Malia got in her car, she said, I knew something was wrong with Malia. She had a smell on her. She knew she had like probably infections. She said when she got in my car, Malia was smelling. And she said, I took her straight to the hospital. I didn't take her home. Her sister did not take her straight home. She could smell Malia and she took her straight to the hospital. Malia said she was hungry. She went and got her some chicken fingers. I know exactly what the sister said. Okay. And she said she took her straight to the hospital because when she got in the car, she knew something was wrong with Malia from that scent that was coming off her body. Point blank, period.
The sins of you, for the things that you couldn't face and you couldn't deal with.
She had a foul odor on her. Yes, picked her up with a foul odor. And even Natureboy smelled it because when he was talking, put a Y in the chat if you've seen that video. She was sitting beside him with one of those little stupid things on her head like she got on her head now, but she was looking real skinny and I'm not going to say I'm not going to tell you let me keep my thoughts to myself. And she was sitting right next to him looking all delusional. And he said, oh, what is that smell? He knew it was her, but I guess he was trying to keep it like his thoughts in his head, but he could smell it. But I guess the fumes were just coming at him so hard. He just blurted it out like anybody would, like, oh my God, like this is kicking over here. So she probably through her mouth, you probably could smell her through her, yoni and her backside. Everywhere, every which way where there was a hole, Malia was probably having a foul odor coming from every hole. Her mouth, the backside, and the yoni. Can you imagine when you have an infection, ain't no telling where that smell gonna come from. Nasty.
He's taking all of his people's
so he ain't healing nobody, but she's saying healing. Keep it moving.
Sins and problems on his back. He's taking that in as his own.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a problem with it. He didn't get upset at his people and start talking bad about his people online and falsely accusing his people about things that they done. He didn't do that. He's still willing and still open, giving us everlasting life. I
remember
everlasting pureness and holiness and righteousness and light and truth and divine knowledge itself. Knowing that his people are still hurting and knowing that his people are still sleeping, knowing that his people are still hurting and need help. He still is willing and open to guiding you and to bringing truth.
And you know what the sad thing is? She went over there healthy, and she went over there healthy and went back home for a hot second with health problems, messing with Natureboy. Because he don't let them go to the hospital to get checkups. Natureboy, before Malia got over there, he's known to never go to the hospital. He probably gets like a sensation when he first gets, an STD, but eventually if you don't get it treated, this is for anybody, them symptoms will go away. So Natureboy literally will ignore the symptoms and just let it stay in his body. And just pass it around. He was, all of them had, all of them had that stuff. And everyone that's ever went over there, even Sybil, said them women have yoni problems. I can't use we have to use the, G-rated. They all have yoni problems. She is not the first woman that has said that they have, funny odors down there. Velvet said that Natureboy, because he was having everybody, he had a smell to him. He's a walking infection. That girl, again, went over there healthy and came back with health problems. Allegedly, they said they took out her uterus. Shit, what is that called? A hysterectomy. So I don't know why he be saying to us when he was saying it at the time, oh, I think Malia is pregnant. How can she get pregnant if they took that out, Nature Boy? Like, who do you think you're talking to? A bunch of slow skis? I understand everyone over in your camp is slow, but people that listen to these videos are not slow. We're not slow. We're taking our notes, dude. We're doing our due diligence.
Truth for it to you. Because he has done nothing wrong. He has did nothing wrong. He has done nothing to no one but help and open his house and his home, fed you, clothed you.
Oh, God. Rainbows.
Been there for you when no one else was been there for you. Guided you through all of your storms and all of your trials and tribulations. Sat there with you for hours and hours and hours, helping you through your, helping you get through your problems.
She's talking about Nateri. I hope y'all are listening.
Always try to help. Always try to heal. Always try to be there. And what you do, throw stones at him. Live in your ignorance, live in your pride. Try to become the victim and point the finger at him. Self-pity. Like someone did something to you. You're hopeless. Like you don't have any answers. We gave you the answers. We gave you the solutions. We gave you your natal chart to study and understand. We gave you your demons. We showed you what they were. We showed you where you were going wrong, where you are going wrong. We showed you how you can heal yourself. We showed you how you can heal your mind. We showed you how you don't have to be in hell anymore. We showed you how you can heal. But you choose to not heal. You choose to do the same thing. You choose to point the blame and point the finger and get upset and get attitudes. And get mad at your higher self, at your deity. Someone that is helping you. The only melanated man here worthy of helping his people and wanting to help his people and open to help his people.
She said those are Walmart clearance.
He's been there for you.
Building 19.
Held you when you needed to be held. Talked to you when you needed to be talked to. Guided you when you needed guidance. Loved you when you need love.
Yeah, her body's messed up.
And he will still continue to.
She's like 23 years old. Her body's all messed up.
So stop taking him for granted. Stop pushing him aside.
He messed her up real
Stop
bad.
getting the attitude when he's showing you things about yourself that you need to clearly see and understand.
Okay. Farrakhan.
He has done nothing to you. But try to help. And try to love you. Because he know that you're not going to be willing and open to love yourself.
She's talking about Nateri.
Because he is love, he give love. And he knows that you are blind. And that
see, they know Nateri's weakness. See, Nateri could back out at any minute. She knows, they all know that Nateri looks at these videos. And Nateri, to me, because I'm old school, you know what I'm saying? I've been there, I've done that. So Nateri, to me, she's very easily manipulated. So if she hears Malia saying this, and she knows that Malia's, directing it towards her, it could make her like change her mind. Trust me. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make her feel bad. And see, her name is Janae or whatever her name is. They know she's in a broken place. She might be even more broken than they are, because she hops around to all these conscious communities with these men that are, you know what I'm saying, like the young Pharaoh and Brother Polite, and you know what I'm saying. She bounces around, and a woman that does that, they're in a hurt place, because no woman with respect for themselves would do that. They know that. She's shared all her stories. Sometimes you can't tell everybody everything because people use it against you, and that's what they're doing right now to Natureboy. I hope she don't fold because she's listening to these videos and she feels guilty when she don't have to be. If it's true what she said he did, you shouldn't feel guilty about anything. But that's why they're trying to do. They're trying to break her so that she don't testify against Natureboy. Real talk, I'm telling you.
That you're not really open to truth, but he still is open to helping you, though. We need someone that is going to be there for his people, that is not going to give up on his people, that's not going to leave his people to the wayside when things get too tough and things don't go our way. See, when you're under pressure, it shows you who you are. It shows you your value. It shows you your worth. It shows you your strength. It shows you whether or not you're going to fall to the wayside or you're going to become a diamond under pressure.
Oh, girl, bye.
Are you going to fall to your demons? Are you going to fall to your debilitations? Are you going to fall to your lower self? Are you going to go back into that world and live that same life that you've left that life for, to come live this life, to empower yourself and to educate yourself and to learn the will of God and learn up under the teachings of the Most High Three God, to learn to be righteous, to learn to read your natal chart and understand who you are. The world has no answers. The world has no solutions. The world doesn't have anything that can help them get out of their sickness.
You're right, because you're messed up.
Because everyone is walking around throwing the blame on other people. They're walking around not dealing with their problems. They're walking around pushing their problems away, not dealing with them. Don't have a solution nor an answer.
You don't either.
And that's the problem.
You need to take the same advice you give.
The fact that you don't have the answers. That's the problem. The fact that you aren't able to heal yourself. That's the problem. Okay, so now that's the problem. Okay, so what's the solution?
You tell us.
The solution is 3 God TV on YouTube. The teachings of the Most High, 3 God, has come to bring the 5 sciences, has come to bring the kingdom of heaven. So therefore you can have the mind of God.
Hey,
so you can merge your souls and become one with the source. Become one with righteousness. Living in tune with divinity. Living in tune with the laws of nature. The laws of time. The laws of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen. She's crazy. The Father, the
Get
Son.
in tune with yourself and stop destroying yourself.
She's crazy, man.
And stop living in tune with the cancer, the virus that has infested our earth with their disease. An impure mind that's infested our planet with tumors.
Like you have cancer in your body.
Because cancer starts in the mind. Cancer starts when you start to destroy the planet. Cancer begins when you take the resources from the natural planet and begin to create another world that's around nature. Build upon a planet that was Earth that was already here.
I remember that, and he kept saying a clown. She said, "Yeah, I see," and she kept saying it over and over again. She was straight up serious, but he was like, he couldn't believe that she actually was seeing that when she looked at him. And she said, yeah, I don't know. It was a demon you were seeing. That's what you were seeing, Nateri, a demon.
A matrix that was already here. That's cancer. When you're living against the very essence of what you are, that's cancer.
Hey, lady.
And then you are willing to live in tune with that, to be one with that, to be miseducated and misguided. Continuously feeding yourself false knowledge, false illusions.
When she pauses, she's saying, so what do I say next? I'm trying to think, what do I need to say next?
Continuing to live in a system that goes against you, that's destroying you, that's not there for you, but to only make you a battery for that system, to work in that system.
Malia didn't leave.
And be a product of their environment. This is the age of information. This is the time when it's time to wake up and see truth for what it is.
Said that.
See reality for what it is.
Let me look at this.
First, it's mental. Then everything starts to happen physically. You have to heal your mind first to change. You have to change your perspective first to heal. You have to be open to truth to heal.
Hey, lady.
And you can't heal in that environment.
Hey, sweetie.
You can't heal when everybody walking around still sick.
Oh, yeah, Nateri.
You can't heal when everybody's still doing the same things in Babylon. You can't heal in that environment. And you think we talking about Babylon as far as like, oh yeah, we're still in Babylon, just like you're in Babylon. No, it's the mind. It's the way that you're thinking. It's what's hurting us. You are living in tune with the cancer. And eventually the cancer will kill itself off. Because it's trying to infest the host. But you're infesting in yourself too because you are in tune with the host. So eventually you'll kill yourself off. And you will no longer be. You've infested your mind with cancer. You infested your mind. And you've trapped yourself. You've trapped your mind. You've trapped your soul. And so when we're bringing this message forth to you, you're not able to receive the message. Because you living in that system disconnects you from your higher self. It disconnects you from what you truly are. So that's why you can't see us for truly who we really are, but through illusions and through what other people said and how other people view us and how other people have said we are. And you can't heal until you start to look at yourself and start to look at where you go wrong and heal that part of yourself. Heal them parts of yourself that try to destroy you. Because there's no enemy. The only enemy is the inner enemy that is trying to destroy you. That's parts of yourself that's trying to destroy you from righteousness, from seeking truth. Because the people around you aren't vibrating high. So they're going to keep you down, crabs in a barrel. They're going to keep you stuck and stagnant. So if you don't get out of that environment, if you don't get away from those people, if you don't get away from that system, you're going to trap yourself in hell. You're going to trap yourself in what other people want you to do. You're going to trap yourself in what other people believe you should do and what other people think you should be doing. This is very selfish. People live in fear of doing something different, of changing their situation and changing their beliefs, changing their mind and how they think. People are so afraid to do that. People are so afraid of something new, something different, something coming in and changing their belief system and changing what they no longer is going to help you and heal you. People hold so tightly onto their beliefs and their ideologies and their way of thinking, which keeps them stuck and doing the bare minimum in Babylon. Because you're not truly happy. You're not truly satisfied. You're not truly doing everything you want to do because it's empty, voids. It's emptiness. When you truly see it for what it is, it's emptiness. You are empty, chasing something that you don't desire. Chasing something that you no longer want to be a part of. But you still do it because you're trying to make other people happy. You still do it because it's comfortable and it's something that you're used to. It's the people that you're used to. It's the circumstance and the situation that you're used to. You fear people hating you. You fear people not liking you. You fear people judging you. You're trying to be a people pleaser. When you need to be somebody that don't give a damn what people think about you. You need to be somebody that don't give a damn about how people view you and how people see you. Because you're going to be just living your life for other people. You're going to be living your life because how other people want you to live your life. You won't truly live your life for you. You're supposed to be here, elevating you, yourself, your mind, your consciousness, to know who you are, to become one with yourself and your higher self. That all that matters because no one else truly exists but you. You're in your mind. Everything else is a figment of your imagination. Gaining wisdom of self and understanding what this is. The only thing we're here to do is know thyself. That was in Egyptian times. It was all over the pyramids, all over the walls. It's to know thyself. To keep the three. To keep the knowledge. To enlighten others. Because everyone is a reflection of you. So the information that you have is not to keep it to yourself. It's to tell and teach and proclaim the teachings of the Most High Three God. This is the only message that needs to be brung upon this world to wake up this world to truth.
Easy,
it's the only thing that matters.
Smoke. Easy.
Nothing else matters. But you and your higher self. You in oneness.
Girl, crazy.
We are in the something that came from the nothing. You can't truly observe yourself or intellectualize who you are. You can't perceive yourself truly for who you are.
Hey guys, can y'all hit that like button? Because them likes look like they're on a diet or something. I just looked at them. I ain't been saying hit the like button too many times today. But come on, let's get them likes up now. Come on now. Come on now. Let's be real. Let's be serious now. Hit the like button. Help me out now. Please, Mr. Telephone Man.
It's just light perceiving light. You can't truly conceptualize who you are. You're just in a mental realm, in a mental hologram of your mind, which is a projection of from your DNA. You are just a brain, a spine, and some nerves. You don't truly exist. This reality is 99.9 empty space. It's emptiness. It's zeros and ones. This reality don't exist. So who you trying to appease? Who you trying to look good for? Who you trying to please yourself for?
The kettle calling. What is it called?
The only person you should be trying to get back in good graces with is your highest self. Because at the end of your life cycle, you're going to realize it was just me and 3. It was really nobody else.
No, it wasn't.
I was really in my mind. I was really in my own reality, here to gain truth and gain awareness of myself, to understand I am God. And I was given a message. I was given a word to teach and to send a broadcast out and to send a message back to my people. That's all that truly matters. Nothing else really matters. Who am I living my life for?
Not yourself.
Who am I trying to please?
Nature boy.
No one. But yourself. All these false prophets talking about Jesus. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior.
Hey, Michelle.
Giving your energy to a source that's outside of yourself, that's an invisible God in the sky somewhere. When we clearly have a Messiah, a deity right in front of us that we can't see, that we can't recognize, that is clearly right in front of us, has brought a message forth, has brought understanding forth, a curriculum of knowledge.
Michelle.
But melanated people ain't worrying about no knowledge. Ain't worrying about no spirituality.
The pot calling the kettle black.
Because soon something doesn't go your way, your pride gets hurt. Or you getting your feelings. Or you get hurt. Or you don't like what that person said to you. Or you don't like how it said. Or you don't like how it was done. Or you think somebody's doing something intentionally to you. Surface dwellers never find God.
Thank you.
Surface dwellers never find truth. Surface dwellers will never be open to reality. Because you're just surface dwelling.
She's
physical.
Crazy.
Everything physical for you. Putting all your treasures in physical world.
Michelle.
When this physical world will no longer exist when you take it down at night. When you go to sleep at night, this physical reality don't exist. The only thing that exists is your consciousness, is your mind, is your awareness.
Malia is crazy. Up here looking like Wonder Woman, a black Wonder Woman, a superwoman. Come on. Or She-Ra or something. What is she looking up at the sky? I'm telling you, I think True be directing these downloads. Like filling in for Nature Boy. And I'm telling you, True be like, listen, Malia, you know how True talks. I don't want you to get up there and talk about the knowledge. In his head, he's saying, because you don't know the knowledge. Just get up there and just talk from your heart. Just say whatever's on your mind. Say whatever's on your heart. Say whatever's on your head. But just talk. That's all. We just want you to talk. Don't speak the knowledge. Just talk. Because they already know you don't know the knowledge.
Awareness. Your light. You are melanated for a reason. You are melanated because you are in tune with consciousness. You are in tune with awareness of the planet. You are in tune with the sun.
I have no idea.
You are able to perceive light. You are able to interpret light. You are able to absorb the whole magnetic spectrum.
The neighborhood Hebrew, when I find out,
you are able to be one with all of humanity. You can tap into the minds of every individual on this earth plane and to channel that energy through and to speak what everyone is not speaking. You're able to say what everyone is not saying. You're able to connect to the sun. You're able to connect in a way that no one is able to connect because you have melanin, because you're a supreme being.
Oh boy.
You're a highest frequency of intelligence. Melanin is intelligence. Melanin is antenna for consciousness, to channel consciousness, to channel truth and divinity and light, understanding. And that's why the black man is superior. The black man is God. And every other species of a human is a derivative from the black man. has come from the black man. The black man is the ruler of the earth. The black man is the intelligence upon this earth. The black man is superior to all other races on this earth. Melanin is a power source that's able to power electricity and withstand pressure and heat.
Oh boy.
It's able to withstand extreme pressure. It's able to go to the most extreme situations and still have compassion and still have love and still be open to helping. Melanated people has gone through the most, but has always stood strong and always had a compassionate heart and a loving heart. And still was able to give and still give and still give.
Oh,
and not
Simpson,
hold
you got
any
me
ill
cracking
intent
up
or
with this
any
one.
ill heart toward anyone.
I gotta read this. She needs to channel something called being quiet. That was a good one. That was a good one.
We just walking around wanting to be a part of that system, so we are acting out the ways of our oppressor and our lower self. We are doing the very thing that we hate deep down in ourselves. We're doing the very thing that we say other people do. You are doing it. You are the one hating on your people. You are the one despising your people. You are the one hating yourself and not loving yourself and not honoring yourself.
And Natureboy is the one that's ordering Zoka to slap you upside your head. And Natureboy is the one that shifted the organs in your body and gave you those STDs and caused your uterus to be taken out. And you're only like 23, 24. And now you're sick, but you went over there healthy. And Natureboy, shut up, girl. Girl, bye.
But I know not what you do. For I understand you don't have knowledge.
You don't.
For I understand that you aren't aware and you aren't conscious. You are moving subconsciously.
Oh, really?
You are acting out subconscious programming that was instilled upon you.
I haven't heard that.
It's not anything that is conscious that you're doing. So you will be forgiven because you know not what you do.
Oh, really?
But the others that know the truth and that is going against the truth and that is going against God, that is going against the Messiah, that is.
I was just gonna say, you know, she's talking about Natureboy, but she said right after she said going against God, she said the Messiah. She's talking about Natureboy, and yeah, she's bonkers.
Going against the broadcast, you will be the one that will feel it the most and be condemned by yourself the most.
He's in jail thinking he's still God.
You are going to you're doing it to yourself. You are abusing yourself. No one needs to do anything to you because you're doing it to yourself. No one is doing it to you but yourself. 3 God is free. His mind is free. His soul is free. And will he forever be free? He was never attached to the system. He was never in bondage of the system. His mind was never attached to the ways and the beliefs of this system, ever. It never got a chance to get him. Never got a chance to attach him to the system. He awoke in his mind at 19. He was teaching the word at 19.
Me too.
He had a group of people following him at 19. He was always awoke. He always discovered truth. He always awoke into what reality really was. He always had divine knowledge of self within him. He seeked answers. He seeked truth. And so he got truth in return. He got divine knowledge of self in return. He got the answers in return. But if you don't go seeking, if you don't go asking for help, if you don't go being curious and in questioning this reality and questioning what is going on, surface dwellers never find God.
Girl,
You will never
crazy.
find truth. You will never seek truth until you seek yourself, until you get along with yourself, until you start loving yourself, until you start eating organically, until you start putting your feet on the earth. Studying up under the three God.
Girl's crazy.
Getting closer to yourself. Desire to be one with yourself. Desire to be one with your higher self. Desire to find the truth. And all else shall be added unto you. Seek ye the kingdom of God, and all else shall be added unto you. You don't need to worry about eating. You don't have to worry about where you lay your head. You don't have to worry about where you get your clothes. You don't have to worry about any of that. Because your Heavenly Father will take care of you and provide for you.
Is this a recruitment? Put a Y in the chat if you think this is a recruitment. And Natureboy is literally in jail thinking he's God. Well, how come God ain't free? How come he hasn't freed himself from them shackles? She needs some therapy, is right.
You just have to do the necessary steps of want to know you and get closer to you and get out of that system. Get out of that mind. Get out of that belief system.
That's crazy.
Get out of someone else's dream.
You ain't
and someone else's fantasy. There. Stop living someone else's fear. And start to love yourself and get closer to yourself. Because nature is your peer mirror and it will reflect you right back to yourself.
All right.
It will reflect all of the things that you haven't worked on. All of the things you haven't dealt with. All of the things that you haven't sat down with. It will be reflected back to you.
Okay.
You hear the birds?
Okay,
they just chirping away.
3 3 3 3 3.
They're like 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3. They're like, that's all I know is to being in tune with the source. That's all I know. I don't know anything else. My magnetic receptor don't know anything else.
Cuckoo bird.
But to live in truth. And to live in tune with the divine source. And to be natural. And to live natural.
Latoya. No.
And to be one with the planet. And tune with oneness.
She sure does.
So I hope you take heed to this message. Free 3. Free 3. 3 is free. 3 is free.
You know, Malia is just really sad because I really feel like Malia is talking just to hear herself talk. I noticed from yesterday when she did a couple of downloads that she's not really speaking the knowledge. She's just speaking. She's just saying whatever's on her heart, which I don't even think that what she's saying about Natureboy is from her heart. She's just saying what sounds good. I really feel that Malia is very embarrassed of what she has made out of her life over a man, and somewhat is ashamed to go home to her family because of how they're going to look at her. But I think the driving factor for her going back should be and only for the sake of her little one. She does have a child, and that child needs its mother. Malia cannot do anything for Natureboy at this point. No one can. Not even, apparently, an attorney. And she just has to accept and fix it and forget about it. I mean, it's as simple as that. She needs to move on with her life. She's too young, tied down with a man that she don't know.
Where is my liver?
Or if he's coming home.
Yeah.
And if he's coming home, you have the chance to now leave while, you know, he's gone. You're already seeing what it's like being without him. You can get used to this, because in some, you know, situations you have to, you know, get used to something like if someone goes to jail, you have no control over that. You're going to have to be alone because that person's in jail. This is the time that you can heal yourself, the time that you can get in your head and you're allowed to think, where it's designed when he was free for him to keep you stressed out, highly stressed out, and keep you on your toes from all the confusion that was going on around that house, so you could stay out of your mind and not second guess what you were doing and end up leaving. He was afraid of that from the gate. Natureboy didn't want any of them to leave him. I think that Natureboy has a fear of being alone himself. Like he said, he's not wanting to be with a woman that has a plan B. I think that he has brainwashed these women to thinking that they don't have a plan B. Malia
have you seen my spleen?
B. But let me tell you something else that I've also noticed. These are not downloads that are going to educate us. These are downloads specifically for Nateri. Because if you listen, or if you were listening to Malia's live just now, that was directed, in my opinion, towards Nateri and Nateri only. They're trying to bring up certain things that only Nateri would know that they were talking about, or that the public knows what they're talking about, without putting her name in the conversation or the download. But they're taunting this girl from a distance. If she is lying that happened, because we weren't there. You know, I had somebody say to me in the comment section, you know that didn't happen.
Evolved, and I had to stop the video for a minute. You are funny. Have you seen my spleen, or is it attached to that club foot? I know. You know what? You got to stop. I'm trying to do this video and I cannot concentrate. Okay.
You know, you're full of it, you know, all that, which I don't care, because I have no hard feelings to somebody that I don't even know. Half the time, these people don't even have a picture of. They're trolls. I don't know what happened. All I know is I can't bring anything past Natureboy when you start showing your privates the same night that the SWAT came, and you're making these women pull up their shirts and showing their tea bags. Okay, I don't bring nothing past you, bro. You are disrespectful to women. You are disrespectful to people in general.
Yep, he's still taunting them.
You're where you're at because you thought you were above the law, and there's nothing that Malia or any of the rest can do to get you out of that. Only one can save you and help you in this situation is God. And I'm not talking about you being God, helping yourself out in this situation, but the real God.
But the real God. So listen, I'm going to put my link to my channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel so that when I go live, you don't miss a beat. This is SL Davis Social Media News, my second channel. I'm on here more than my main channel now. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Don't be mad at me because Malia came up here looking like Wonder Woman, a black Wonder Woman, and Superwoman. Don't get mad at me because she was up here talking about what I'm trying to say is, can I get $5? Just hit that like button. I ain't got nothing to do with sis. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. You fears me? I don't know what Malia said. All I know is that she said something. So I love y'all. I'm about to get up out of here so I can finish up my cooking because I multitask. So I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Teriyaki, for subscribing, sweetie. And y'all stay blessed. And I'm out. I'll see you tomorrow. Love y'all. Mwah.